Okay, so if you're a leader, AI is probably at the very center of your strategy. But let me ask you this. What about the security that's supposed to be protecting that massive investment? And no, we're not talking about your standard IT security. Today, we're going to break down the fundamentals of AI-specific security, giving you what you need to lead in this completely new landscape.
Let's just jump right in with a number that should really get your attention. 51%. Just let that sink in. That's the spike in attacks aimed squarely at AI systems just this year. This isn't some far-off what-if scenario. No, this is happening right now, and the bad guys are getting very, very good at exploiting AI's unique weak spots.
And that really gets to the core of it, right? This isn't just a tech problem you can hand off to the IT department and then, forget about. Think about it. When 80% of companies are using AI for things that absolutely cannot fail, well, a breach isn't a technical glitch anymore. It's a full-blown threat to your business strategy, your place in the market, and your bottom line. So let's get crystal clear about what's actually on the line here and why this needs your focus today, not tomorrow, today.
The fallout from an AI security failure is just staggering. We're seeing multi-million-dollar losses, and not just from the hack itself. We're talking about massive regulatory fines. Think about an $18.5 million penalty for one healthcare company. But you know what might be the worst part? The hit to customer trust. Once that's gone, it's almost impossible to get back.
To really protect your company, you first have to understand that we are in a totally new ballgame. We are facing a brand new class of threat. The old cybersecurity playbook, you can pretty much just toss it right out the window. It's not going to work here. So check this out. It's a huge shift in what the attackers are even trying to do. Traditional security was like a bouncer at a club. Its job was to keep unauthorized people out. AI security, though, is different. It's all about preventing manipulation. Why would an attacker bother stealing your data if they can just trick your AI into making a catastrophic decision for them? So how do they actually pull this off? Well, one of the sneakiest methods is called data poisoning. This happens before the AI model is even built. Attackers get in there and subtly tweak the training data, planting hidden traps or biases. So from day one, the model is learning all the wrong things, creating a deep, permanent flaw. And the scariest part? On the surface, it looks like it's working just fine.
Then there's this other method, and this one targets your AI systems while they're live and running. It's called an adversarial input attack. This is where someone on the outside, with no special access at all, creates an input that looks normal to us, but is specifically designed to fool the AI. They are literally using the model's own intelligence against it, in real time.
And if you want a mind-blowing example of how strange and effective this can be, get this. Researchers literally just put a few small, specially designed stickers on a stop sign. That's it. To you and me, it's obviously still a stop sign. But to an autonomous car's vision system, it saw a speed limit sign. Just imagine the consequences of that. There was no hacking, no code injection, just a few pieces of tape. So that is an adversarial attack. Those stickers on the stop sign, that's the specially crafted input. To us, the change was tiny, almost unnoticeable, but it was more than enough to completely trick the AI into making a dangerously wrong decision. That right there is the heart of this threat. And when these attacks actually work, the damage isn't just bad, it's amplified. One compromised AI can set off a cascade effect where one bad call infects dozens of other systems, and because it's automated, the damage spreads exponentially fast. But here's the kicker. It can take 3 to 5 times longer just to figure out you've been hit compared to an old-school breach, and by then, the damage is done.
Okay, so it's clear that dealing with these new threats isn't just about buying new tools. It demands a fundamental shift in how we think about security. We have to move away from just reacting to problems and start anticipating them.
This table really lays it all out. The old way of thinking was all about building a fortress, a strong perimeter. But the new AI security mindset, it assumes the attacker might already be inside the walls. So the focus shifts. It's no longer about preventing access, it's about preventing manipulation. It means we have to stop being compliance-oriented and start being risk-based, defending continuously against threats that are literally evolving every single day. So this is really the crucial question, the one you have to ask yourself and your leadership team. Be honest, is your security posture built to fight yesterday's battles, or is it actually ready for the AI-driven threats of tomorrow?
All right, enough about the problem. What do you actually do? This is where we get to the good stuff. Let's walk through a clear, executive-level playbook to get you started on taking action.
Your first move is to start the right conversation. Take these 5 questions straight to your CISO or your head of security this week. Look, you don't have to be the technical expert here, but you absolutely have to know if they are. Their answers are going to tell you everything you need to know about how ready your organization really is.
And here's your immediate to-do list. A simple 4-step plan for this quarter. First, inventory. You can't protect what you don't know you have. Second, assess. Do a real gap analysis to find where you're vulnerable. Third, strategize. Create a prioritized plan to fix the biggest problems first. And finally, number 4, oversee. Make AI security a recurring item on your leadership meeting agenda. That last step is what ensures accountability and makes sure this actually gets done.
So, here's the bottom line. It all comes down to this. Your AI systems can either be your greatest strategic asset, the thing that drives all your innovation and growth, or they can be your biggest hidden liability, just waiting to explode. There's really no middle ground. And the choice of which one it's going to be, that ultimately comes down to leadership, and that starts with you.